Hello and welcome back to another Silica tutorial. The purpose of this video is to show you how to play the game in RTS and also in FPS. We will be playing against the alien AI. Note that at the current time of development, the RTS AI is a work in progress, so this is not the final experience of the game. But I hope you find this video useful regardless. If you do, feel free to leave a comment with what would you like to see next, or a like as it helps the channel a lot. At the moment of this video, Silica is at version 0.9.28. There are several features that are still not in the game, such as RTS AI, unit AI, unit voices, unit repair, points of interest, unit transport, etc. On that note, let's jump right in. I recommend checking the settings controls menu so you can get used to the different shortcuts in the game. Alright, we're gonna go to Play, Custom Game, Skirmish AI, select Strategy, select a map. In this case, we're gonna select Rift Basin, one of the very first maps. And here we can take a look at the match settings, such as starting distance, the starting resources, overall resources on the map. I'm gonna set this to high. The unit cap, I also gonna set it to high. The unit cap allows you to select from low, medium, high, or unlimited. The starting tech and the max tech, the max player difference, and to allow team switching. And that's it. We're gonna hit start. And here we are. Above you can select the time of day and you can choose between a 3-way or a 2-way. We're gonna go Alien versus Centauri. I'm gonna choose Centauri and Commander. You could always select unit to play as FPS and let the AI commander take control. Here we are on RTS view. Press C to select the build menu. We're gonna place some refineries. Use right click to rotate them. Blue preview means a valid position, red or gray is invalid or out of range, and yellow means there is a unit in the way. Both human factions have a build radius around the HQ. Use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. We're gonna create some groups. You can create groups out of units or create a shortcut to a structure. By holding shift and right click, you will create a multi-waypoint for your units to take. Super useful for scouting, finding the enemy, finding resources. Press C twice to quickly go to your HQ, same with group units. Whenever you hear the announcer, press the spacebar to take you to that event.
Structure complete.
We are now gonna build the research facility. There are 8 tier levels. If the research facility gets destroyed, you lose all tech, but if you rebuild it, you return to the last research level.
Structure complete.
Now we are placing a barracks. Press middle mouse button to create a ping. Select any unit and press F to go direct control. Press Q to enter combat vision. Enemies get highlighted in this vision are easier to spot. Let's keep exploring the map, trying to find the enemy. Now that our research facility is complete, we're gonna start researching Mark 1. Right now I'm sending a soldier to a bunker that can be claimed. Will give you a little bit of visibility and a machine gun post. This may be replaced in the future with proper POIs, point of interest. Let's build some infantry. When playing in FPS, either single player or multiplayer, barracks are spawn points. HQs are also spawn points, however you can only choose scouts or militia, the weakest infantry classes. Therefore you need barracks and tech to select more classes. Let's keep building up tech, Mark II. And let's build a couple of light vehicle factories. As the name suggests, it allows us to build light units, light vehicles. In the meantime, I'm gonna get control of a harvester. Hold left click to lower the shovels and mine the Valterium. Valterium is not the crystals, only the blue stuff, which is underground. The bar at the middle bottom of the screen indicates how much Valterium you have collected. If you are playing as FPS and want to drive the harvester, please follow the videos that I leave here. Top is Sol, lower is Centauri, showing the way towards the cockpit. We are now heading back to the refinery. As a quick tip, you only require 4 wheels to be on top of the platform to start depositing. This only works with Centauri harvester, the one that has wheels, not the hover harvester. Let's keep researching our tech. Mark III. And let's build a radar station that will slightly increase our visibility. Let's place another refinery. Let's build more soldiers. We now have access to the marksmen. Let's go into FPS now and get rid of that shocker using combat vision that highlights our enemies. Worry not about ammunition as it is infinite. Instead, Silica has cooldowns or reload times. Let's take a look now to FPS Commanding Functionality. You can recruit units to your group using one key. The same key can be used to make your units go somewhere, to guard another unit, to stop, to regroup, etc. The different type of orders can be seen on the right side of the screen. Currently, the FPS commanding key is the same as direct control. I recommend remapping this in the control menu so as to not to conflict when you are being the commander and want to use FPS commanding as well. Choose your most convenient mapping. You will also notice that the units are very accurate and they seem to attack all at once. As you can observe, this is not the intended final experience, as units will act individually, take poses, aim properly, emulate human behavior, etc. So this will be worked on in upcoming builds. Also, if you select a structure and right click somewhere, you will create a rally point. Let's keep increasing our tech. Mark IV. Let's keep exploring as well, using multi-waypoints. You can also make use of the minimap to mark a route with multi-waypoints. You may have noticed that I'm rushing through tech tiers. That's because I've started with the max amount of resources in order to serve the purpose of the tutorial. This may change eventually, so we may have proper early, mid and end game phases. Also, because Silica has realistic physics and has a terrain, units need line of sight in order to attack the enemy. It is suggested to take your units to a higher position on top of a dome, for example, in order to have exactly that line of sight. Otherwise, they cannot attack. We have enough tech to build a heavy factory. Let's keep researching tech. Now Mark V, that will grant us the possibility to build a headquarters, which is needed to keep expanding and have an additional build radius. Heavy vehicle factory is now complete. Let's pump some units and let's place some turrets as well. There are 3 types of turrets: heavy turret, light turret and anti-air turret. This may be expanded in the future, time will tell. press F2 to select all combat units except harvesters.
Unit under attack.
Use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. At the time of this video, the alien RTS AI is not developed yet. It does not know how to expand, therefore it does not present a very difficult challenge. This will change in the future, of course. In the meantime, let's keep building our army, keep building up tech, and let's build our first headquarters that will allow us to build further and place structures farther away. As you can see, there is an additional radius much larger that you can build your next HQ. Seems we have found the alien base. That is the nest with a queen inside. To win against the alien, the queen needs to be killed. You need to destroy the nest first. And to win against humans, all HQs needs to be destroyed. If we take a look at the right side of the screen, we have repair button and destroy button for our structures. Unit repair has not been implemented yet. Let's cancel these units with right click and destroy this structure. Be careful if you destroy refineries. If it contains Balterium, you will lose the resources contained within. As mentioned previously, use the middle mouse button to ping, which is helpful for your FPS players or yourself when taking control. We now have enough tech to place an air factory. Let's place 2 of them.
Enemy approaching.
Now that the second headquarters is complete, we will place some additional refineries.
Unit under attack. Unit ready.
And some extra heavy vehicle factories. Okay, I think we have more than enough to crush the alien queen. Let's do that now. Press F2 to select all. Let's send them all towards the alien base. And we will switch to FPS in just a moment. I'm gonna place a barracks so it acts as a spawn point.
Enemy approaching.
Let's reach the highest level of technology, tier 8. And let's place the last structure, the ultra heavy vehicle factory that produces the Crimson tank in the case of Centauri. In the case of Sol, it produces the Siege tank. Let's also build some air units. We have the Dreadnought, the Interceptor and the Shuttle. As I mentioned before, troop transport is still not functional, but when it is, I will link a video here. We have reached Mark 8, which allow us to build the Freiter, a really powerful air unit that drops a huge container of explosives. Okay, now we'll switch to FPS. Press escape, change role, select unit, select the barracks, and change your role. I'm gonna select the Templar. As infantry, you can spawn a hover bike next to the entrance of the barracks for Centauri and in the middle of the barracks for Sol. Use shift to perform a boost and use spacebar to make a jump. Alternatively to the hover bike, you can use the teleportation station at the back of the barracks. Simply press E on the map where an allied unit or structure is present and you will get teleported. Approach any vehicle and hit E to claim that vehicle. It will automatically go to your position. That includes air units as well. Once you claim a vehicle, no other player can claim the same vehicle. Let's use FPS Commanding to get units into our group and order them to attack. We have found the alien quantum cortex. It's the equivalent of alien research. Let's now focus on the nest. Once the nest is destroyed, the queen will be vulnerable to attack. There she is, in all her glory. Let's kill her. The only good bug is a dead bug. Alright, we have achieved victory. So you can see the stats page. There will be an additional second page with more stats. And that is how you play RTS and FPS in Silica. Stick around for a quick look at the units and structures of Sol, Centauri and Alien. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Now let's dive into the showcase.